Saturday, I had an important meeting, and this is basketball season, so Angelina gets the pleasures of run, 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 run. I think what we're going to do, though, sit down and we can't be on Saturdays for that purpose. How's that sound, Angelina?
Sounds good to me.
Somewhere down the road, we are going to learn how to program all this and have some lined up for you. That way, if we can't be on, you can at least hear our beautiful voices. So
I just am happy they only get to see your face.
we can fix that. I'm waiting for my tech man to fix it.
Oh, well, I paid him money to not fix it.
Is that what the holdup is?
It is.
Jeez. Well, I was going to start out by saying I feel bad for Pittsburgh, but they're finally on the board, and they're only in the third quarter, so there's a chance that they're going to do a comeback. Originally, it was like 14 to nothing or something like that. And of course, my son was crying tears, but
Yeah.
he
It's
wouldn't
been
admit
a
it.
crazy time for football, that's for sure.
Well, I don't know what's going on with it, man. Maybe they needed to warm up or something because they had several chances to catch that ball, and I mean it was like right there at their hands and ended up on the ground. So I was like, maybe their hands are just cold and they need to warm up a bit.
You'd think they'd be used to it by now, though. I mean, they've played football for how many years, most of them?
Right. Well, and they can't complain when the Chiefs and the poor Floridians had to go in the -degree weather
I
and
know.
play.
Some people were saying that they didn't think the game was going to be a good turnout. People actually, being there for it, but the stands look pretty full to me, even the ones that are sitting in snow. So looks like they might have got some of the seats cleared and some not so much.
I seen they put in one of the fields put an ad in the paper to come dig out all the snow. I think it was for the Bills, wasn't it?
And that might be so. That might be why their side is so nice and clean. We're losing Angelina. Where'd she go?
Nobody knows I left. You could have just kept talking.
Oh, I gotta tell all. This is real talk.
Mm.
So I don't know. Today I was thinking, we have all this crap going around where Facebook is either hacked or cloned or whatever it is. People, you got to quit playing these games that are on there, like the, you know, play this and see what you're going to look like, or what you could look like. Quit playing those games that people post that give out enough personal information that they figure you out.
Yeah.
Going and changing your password and stuff, and if you're anything like me, that's a difficult task. So you want to watch that stuff, and when you get those things that are saying Walmart will come to your door, all you got to do is say done or don't. It's all a hoax.
Mm-hmm.
Walmart's not bringing you any groceries unless you've ordered them and paid for them. Winona Judd's not buying you a new car or giving you $2,500 to shop for Christmas.
He's not.
No, imagine that.
And don't accept friend requests from people that you're already friends with.
Yes. Uh, Now, I have run into a few people that, for whatever reason, did start a new account.
Mm-hmm.
But it only takes 2 seconds to say, hey, did you by chance start a new account? And, they can answer you. So that's where we're at on that. Facebook is just read it, enjoy it, comment on the people that you know, the other stuff, just let it go.
Yeah. Stop sending people money and gift cards. And
Yes.
there's a lot of people on my marketplace, not marketplace, but groups I'm in for animals and stuff. They lie and say, I have it. They always use the Highland cows because those are super popular, and mini donkeys because those are super popular. I have actually never seen a post that was real that was a miniature donkey or a Highland cow in all of my groups. And that's what they use. And I always go and look at their profile, and it'll be like something about Jesus, something act.
Make
So
look
it looks
good.
like it's a real person.
Yeah. And now that she's saying that, too, there's one where they post people in the hospital or whatever, and, oh, we're looking for the family, she's about to die, we can't find anybody. And I'm not going to say that kind of thing doesn't happen. We do have, people I heard that don't have family or homes or whatever, so they really don't know where to reach.
The police department will post it,
Right.
not randos.
Right. And then there's a new one. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Look who died.
Mm.
Do not click that
Not
link.
very new, but
Well, I've noticed it because it kind of faded off for a little while,
it did.
and now we're right back to it.
Yeah, I got one
look
yesterday.
Who died, look who was in a car crash. I can't believe this. Check it out. So yeah, don't click on those links because it's nothing but trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know of any links, Deej?
No.
They were doing fake Find My Dogs too.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, there's the dog thing. I mean, it's horrible. People are just at it all the way around.
No, I run for Northeast Ohio an aquarium buy sell trade page on Facebook, and I'm constantly because I've tried to make it as hands off as I possibly could, and well, thank goodness I haven't had it in a while, but until just the other day. But
Last night, as a matter of fact.
yeah, but I've had several people contact me as the administrator of the page, saying that so and so's a scam, so and so's a scammer, and I try to give the benefit of the doubt, so I ask for some sort of proof, for example, that that person's actually scamming people. And then while they're doing that, of course, I go and look at their page. And 9 times out of 10, their page is completely blank.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of them put no effort.
Right. But no, I just got rid of like 5 or 6 members of the group on that one. So
Because honestly, if you're interested in something, you can talk to them online. You don't have to have their phone number per se. And,
Yeah.
and that's the first thing they
that-
ask you for. That's kind of a red light.
Already cautious because it was like that too good to be true type thing. I was going back and forth with this person for 3 days. That's how into it they were. I would say, hey, do you have more videos? And they would send me a video, and then I'm looking at their profile and I'm like, man, these kids kind of look alike, but kind of don't. So I don't think it's the same kid, but I'm not 100%. Like, I think these pictures are fake. They would just answer everything, and then I said, I want a picture. Could you send me a picture of yourself standing next to the horse right now? Well, I'm not home. I'm taking care of my mom. And sure, and I was like, okay. And they did that. And it was just like, thing after thing, days and days of, and, making sure they wanted it to go to a good home. They're asking me questions about the home that the horse would have. Asking, if for some reason I didn't want it and I was going to sell it, would I be willing to sign a contract to sell it back to them first? That's how in detail they went. So at the end of the 3rd day, they were finally like, well, I have someone coming. Could you send me? And I said, well, I want to see the horse first. I'm available anytime. Oh, well, I'm going out of town for 2 weeks. Yeah. So that's when it was like, okay.
Yep.
So, they're going out of town, but yet somebody else was coming tomorrow to buy it. And it was still listed a couple days later because they were so good at admins. But it took them a while to figure it
yeah,
out.
and that's another thing too with like the buy sell trade pages on Facebook. Some of them, like mine, for a long time when I started mine, I was the only admin. So I'm not able to get to everything right away. So you might report somebody, but it could take a couple of weeks before anybody can even get to it.
Yeah. And and our admins are constantly reminding people, do not give money to people before you've even seen the animals. Like,
Right.
don't do it, because I don't ask for money to hold my animals anymore, just because it does seem a little bit scammy when you do that. So it's just easier to be like first come, first serve, rather than save money or hold money, because first off, if you do send money and then they don't want it, then they're going to want the money back. And if you don't give them their money back, they're going to tell everybody what a piece of crap you are. And it's just so.
And even if you do give them their money back, with electronic transfers like Cash App and stuff like that, it's not always possible to have copies of receipts. And then on top of that, you have to prove to everyone else that they're telling that you're scamming them because you took their money and didn't give them whatever it was.
Right. Even though you could have said non-refundable deposit.
Yeah.
They have their own story on why it should be refunded. It's tough.
I don't know.
Supposedly that's why Twitter was going to start charging like 99 cents a year or something to join Twitter, because they thought that that's the way to get rid of the scammers. But I don't
Did you say 99 cents a year?
understand why that would work. Yeah, like it was
not
really, really super cheap,
Yeah, that's not
because for some reason they said if they charge anything for it, it'll stop scammers. But if I'm a scammer and I'm gonna make thousands, I'll pay 99,
right.
whatever it was.
I don't know. We live in a crazy world. Whatever you do, watch yourself.
Mm.
Always meet in a public place if you do decide you're going to buy something. Preferably don't go alone. Although I made my son go alone just last night. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. The guy wound up being pretty cool.
Yeah, but then, I'm sitting here thinking, what if this isn't what it seems to be? It's a
Well,
thing,
The closer I got, the more I kind of thought about it too, and I'm like, I should have carried today.
Mina's over
So-
grinning at us like dummies.
Twitter, or now X, they were going to charge $1 for a year. I looked it up.
Yeah, that's nothing. I'm definitely not going to secure any peace of mind or anything like that. No.
Apparently, if you have a verified account, you're paying $8 a month for that.
I mean,
Yeah, but I think the
$8
verified accounts actually make money.
I don't know. It says besides a monthly verified subscription on X costs $1,000 with an extra $50 a month for each additional affiliate.
I wonder what that means.
I'm not cool.
Hmm.
I'm not on Twitter, so I'm not cool enough to know. But I am curious if it works. Like, is it going to actually deter scammers? Are they going to have less? Because, I mean, I would pay $1 a year to be on Facebook with no
Yeah.
scammers.
Like, $1 a year is nothing. Nearly everyone has $1 a year to waste
Right,
on.
that's the point. It's not going to filter out the bull crap.
Yeah, I don't think it
I'm
will.
wondering if they're thinking that because you have to put in your bank information and blah, 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 that you're giving them more real information. But really, if I'm a scammer, I probably have other people's information that I'm going to make up anyway.
Not only that, but you could legitimately pay with your own money, whether you scanned it out of people or not, but in your own bank account by going and getting prepaid cards.
Right.
So there's no bank information required there.
It puzzles me that these people are so smart that they come up with all this stuff, but yet always have to look over their shoulders because you never know. Somebody's going to eventually come and get you. Where if you take these smarts and use it for something good, you can really make your money honestly. You could be making a difference, and you never have to look over your shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't understand. To me, it's just ridiculous.
I just feel like there's got to be a way to start cracking down on all these people who are using email and all that other stuff to rob people because they're in other countries. So basically, they could steal every penny your grandma has, and there's nothing anybody can do about it.
Right.
It's just tough.
I like at work, I open the mail at work, and there's been a couple different times we got a letter from some supposed lawyer that a loved one had passed and left you their money.
Oh, wow, they're using snail mail too?
No, this was an actual letter mailed.
Yeah, that's snail mail.
Oh, never mind. I'm slow. I got you. Yeah, I'm using snail mail. Do you see the abuse that I take? I mean,
I'm sorry, educating you is not abuse.
even my poor dog looked like, what on earth just happened?
That's how your dog's face always looks.
Quit picking on my dog.
I don't even know which one it is. They're both equally. Have that
Tiki,
face.
looking so cute with his little bow tie. She's making faces at my little Tiki. All right, so anyway, I've been watching like a lot of videos and stuff lately where it shows kids with total disrespect and they think it's cute. There's like more or less the kid running the household at the age of 3. And this kind of stuff really bothers me because this is the generation that's going to be taken over when I should be able to retire and be at home and enjoy myself. And or even my kids, depends on the ages I guess we're dealing with. And then of course we have the fact that parents blame the government. We can't discipline because of the government. Bull crap. You can't abuse, but by all means, discipline your kids. Start with teaching them some respect. Don't sit there and laugh when as you're taking the pictures of them flipping somebody off because you think it's cute. That's where it all begins. That's if at 3-4 years old, it's cute that they're flipping somebody off. What are they going to be doing at 15, 16 years old?
My aunt thought it was hilarious that Gage knew how to use the F word in a sentence until he got kicked out of daycare.
See, young.
Oh.
Yeah. And then, we also have to wonder, like and I'm not trying to sound like the old lady who had to walk 20 miles in the snow knee deep, but we had very few snow days when I was growing up. Now, due to the weather report, tomorrow's supposed to be so bad, we're going to go ahead and cancel school now. These kids are learning that there's no challenges in life. Oh, it's, they say it's going to be bad tomorrow, so we're all staying home to play our video games. Where are these kids going to learn how to stand up, take care of themselves, and God forbid if they ever decide that, they want to run our country.
Yeah.
So everybody's got to quit being so soft on these kids. You could definitely discipline your kids without abusing them. It's easy. It really is.
The problem is they're so worried about making their kids happy all the time that they forget real life is not happy all the time. So you're not teaching them how to handle life. You're teaching them that everything should go your way and everyone should like you and you should be nice all the time and you should be happy all the time. And that's going to break your kid when they hit adulthood and nobody's going to be catering to them anymore, except for some parents will still be catering. But when they do bump into people who don't like them or someone who's rude, and they're just not going to know what to do. They're not going to know how to handle it. I would say that this is probably something that contributes to our higher suicide rates that we've had over the last several years is because if you think about it, back in the day with grandparents and great grandparents when they were in school, there were always fights, there was always bullying, then they were going home and they were being abused. There wasn't always children's services to pull out. There wasn't always other family members saving their kids because a lot of families, it was what happens in that house stays in that house. It's not my business what you're doing to your kid.
Right.
And I'm not saying that's right or that we should go back to that. I'm definitely not saying that. But I'm just saying people have dealt with bad things for as long as there have been people. And they've just learned how to cope with it. And did they cope with it right? Probably not, right? Because a lot of people grew up with parents who were not great because their childhood was great. And we just carried on this really unhealthy thing, and we are trying to break that, and I love that for us, right? I